Yeah, so this is my driveway and it's time to go to work. Well, that's alright. I don't want to go out this driveway anyways. Okay, well now I can use that driveway. Here's one of my guavas here that just about got wrecked. I mean, that fell almost right on it. Well, I guess it did fall on it, but it was right there. And just about crushed my black sapote. I mean, whoo, that was close. Here's that papaya I've been trying to clone. Nothing yet. It's not dead. It's not mushy. There's nothing really to lose. But it was worth a try. I'll put it back in and see what happens. Is that roots forming there? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I'll put it back in and see what happens. Alright, a brief update on the aeroponics cloner, the things I was trying that I've never tried before. One of them was like a green sapote. That failed right away. Next time I'm going to stick a bottle over top of it to try to hold in some humidity. That might help it, so I'll try again. Later on, the white sapote failed right away. That was gone, fizzled out. That didn't work, so I wouldn't suggest trying that in the aeroponics cloner. The pentas are rocking and rolling. I got them planted in different spots. Some of the flowers I had in there, those do fine. Of course, the pepino melon did really good, so that's planted out throughout the property now. In the archway, I planted a bunch of loofah sponge. There is going to be a lot. They're probably planted way too close together. It's fine. There is a bunch here, and I put some pigeon peas in there to help feed that soil. The previous video, I was noticing some spots in the bignay here. I didn't get any fruits off it. They ended up falling off. I let it get way too dry. I didn't pay enough close attention to it. But now I have a different moist spot in the property here, so I'm going to move that back there. Come the last of our frost, I'm going to put it back there. So it should have plenty enough water. There still is some residual leaf damage on some of the things. But what I did is I just made a tea with some neem leaves that I had. I just let that tea ferment for about a week in a gallon jug, and I drenched the plant in the soil down there, and it seems to be responding quite well. All those spots have pretty much disappeared, and the new leaves, I'm not seeing those spots, so that seemed to have helped quite a bit. It was just a shot in the dark. See, there's still one more spot, like right there, but most of them have gone away. You might see it on some of the older leaves. Yeah, some of the older leaves, it's still there. But these new leaves, there's nothing there, which is awesome. Ooh, something ate a hole. Yum, yum. Siberian motherwort is still doing fine after its transplant. I'll probably have to get that a bigger pot later on, even bigger. That's a cool plant. Good medicinal plant to have around, along with my sun openers, which I'll cover in just a second. Of course, today we're looking at the elixir of the sun. Sun opener. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the botanical name. I'll put it in the title, and a brief description down in the notes of this. It is quite an unusual medicinal plant. I'm excited to grow this, see how it's growing. I got a couple of them here. I got two of them, and we're going to pot these up into bigger pots because it's a little bit beyond time to get these guys potted up. And I also understand I'm having some problems with my mic. Some things are hard to hear. See, I just use a phone. I don't have any internet connection out here besides the phone. I am waiting for Starlink to come, so hopefully that's going to come soon. They told me sometime between mid to late 2021, so we're in that area, so hopefully I'll be able to upload easier, because like a 5-minute video takes me literally 3 hours plus to upload. So I've been keeping them kind of short, and well, with a new mic and able to upload things faster, I'll be able to work on better content maybe for you, cover things a little bit better rather than spending all that time trying to upload, and show you what I got growing on here. And all I'm doing right now today is potting up these sun openers, or the elixir of the sun. It's quite a wild plant, and the things that it does is pretty intriguing. I'd like to learn more about it myself. This is the first year that I'm growing this, so I'm looking forward to see how to do it from there. And well, let's check this out. This is pretty cool plant. All right, now here is the sun opener. One of the reasons I put the warning on the beginning of this video is it can cause visual and auditory hallucinations. interesting. Nothing too crazy from what I understand, but it can happen. You're going to hear like bells and different things going on, different ways you've never heard stuff going on before. So that's kind of interesting. I don't plan on using it that way, but you can also use it as an antiseptic. It's supposed to be very powerful at that. So if I have an owie owie ouch, I might use some of that to put on that owie owie ouch. But if you overdose on this, it can cause like a yellow tint to your vision or a purplish hue to your vision. One of the reasons they call it the sun opener. But I understand people are also cooking with the flowers or this plant in Mexico. I have never done that. Like I said, this is the first year I've ever worked with this plant. It's a pretty interesting thing to have in my arsenal of plants and weird things I grow that most people don't grow. But like some fruit trees, you know, some things are rare for a reason. They do not taste very good at all. I mean, I have a fruit out here that tastes kind of like a garlic. From what I understand, it hasn't fruited yet, and I look forward to trying that when that fruits. But that's it here. I guess this can trigger, from what people are saying, they can trigger a memory from like when you were a small, itty bitty little tiny child to make it seem like it just happened. So that's kind of interesting. I haven't seen enough studies on this myself to actually put it in my body. I'd like to see more. If you know about this plant, please add down in the comment section. I'd love to learn some more about it. There's a lot of confusing stuff online. You know, you can't trust everything. But, you know, Abraham Lincoln once did say, you can trust everything you read online. I think I'm gonna have to get bigger bags for the papayas. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get bigger ones. Oh well, I'll get bigger ones. I haven't seen any wasps out here or anything, bugs stinging them yet, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen. But it seems to be a pretty happy plant. I'll have to get more bags. Like I said, I don't know what I did with the ones I had last year, but I'll have to get some more bigger ones because I don't know, I got 20 papayas out here. Yeah, the chickens love papayas. I love papayas. The other birds I plan on getting love papayas, so that's why I grow them. These pots right here, it's pretty much just peat moss. That's all. There's no nutritional value that I know of in peat moss, but I'm gonna just keep it in the sand here. Well, it's sand and some compost mixed together, and that should be pretty good for it. They'll probably enjoy that. I'm going to start with the easiest one first because this hasn't busted completely out of its pot. It has a little bit, but it pruned itself pretty much. So I'm going to get this potted in there and then go from there. So I'm just going to gently take that out, poke a little hole, and of course it starts to rain. Surprise, surprise, surprise. That's what we need, is more rain. It started to flood out here. I don't need much of that. Yeah, I've been here for a couple years, and wow, we had some insane rain yesterday in some areas that were flooding out. Some areas were flooding out, and shoot, was not expecting that. It was flooding out in areas I'd never seen it flood out before. In the very back corner of the property, where I have some elderberries, it stays pretty moist back there and kind of mushy. I have some elderberries and mayhaws, cassava, bananas. They all seem to like that, but this spot, phew, man, it got wet. All right, now on this one, I'm just going to take this pot, I'm going to cut it down to these holes here. I mean, this guy is growing gangbusters. I want to keep it as happy as I possibly can. And this soil, again, I just used the sand and compost, add a little bit more perlite, added some hollytone, rock dust, and some mushroom. That way I can see how the two different ones here grow, which one grows better, and then I can up my game from there. Like I said, this is the first year I'm growing this, and these are definitely growing pretty good. I want to keep them that way. So let's get this guy potted up. Let's see if these work. Find the hole it's going to, right down there. Yeah, it might work. Maybe I can tear it. It might help me, might hinder me. I don't know, we'll see. Looks like it's gonna be more of a hindrance than anything. I wanna be really careful trying to Okay, I went and got some scissors here that should be a little bit easier to make this happen. Try not to cut the roots. It's kind of a process here, but I'll get it. Is it out enough? All right, well, I'll pause here so you don't have to watch the fine detail of cutting roots out of tiny holes. And yay, we got it. You have absolute power, yes. So we're gonna get this potted in there and try to spread that out a little bit though. I certainly did put enough soil in there. I'm gonna mound it up a little bit. Like always with the pots, I just tap, tap, taparoo. That helps get rid of those air pockets in there. I will water this when I'm done, and we should be good. And here we go. Sun openers are all potted up. Here's a few days later. They seem to be responding quite well. I don't see any stress from that, so I did a good job at not upsetting the roots. I did top dress it with some sweet almond. The sweet almonds grow like, whoo, they are crazy. But I wanted to top dress that to keep from weeds from jumping in there. Hey, this is really awesome soil. Let's move in there. This is so awesome. No, you don't. You stay out of there. So anyways, one of the other things I read about this plant is people are actually using it at like a smudge in their bedroom before they go to sleep. Supposedly that helps get some really awesome dreams. That might be an interesting way to go. I'm not sure. I'll look into that a little bit more. Do your research on this plant. Maybe speak to your doctor about it and see what they say. There's supposed to be a whole laundry list of things this can do for you. But if you have any experience using this plant, please let me know down in the comment section, or even growing it. I'd love to hear about your experiences growing this awesome plant. Other than that, this is where we end the video today. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Take care, and thanks for watching.